The Russell T Davies era has returned, baby. Doctor Who, the trilogy. Doctor Who, the 60th anniversary special trilogy, which ran on BBC One from November to December 2023, with each of the three specials written by uh, uh, fan favourite showrunner Russell T Davies, who has returned after 13 years. And the 3 year specials are each titled Part 1, The Star Beast, Part 2, A Wild Blue Yonder, and Part 3, The Giggle. And I thought I was review each of these 3 specials in one video. So this is technically a triple review, just because reviewing them individually would be a little time consuming. So, uh, first off, this 60th anniversary is overall, well, honestly, a more satisfying anniversary celebration than the Day of the Doctor by Stephen Moffat 10 years ago for the 50th. And thankfully, these 3 specials feel more like the Adventures in Time and Space special. These 3 big budget TV movie like specials, while not without flaw, are still sure to win over and bring back all of the uh, uh, long time die-hard Doctor Who fans who once turned away from the show after Russell's departure. The show did a decline in quality with the in the Stephen Moffat era when Matt Smith and Peter Capaldi were playing the beloved Two-Hearted Time Lords. And yes, the Jodie Whittaker era is the most despised and controversial era in the show's history just because they made the Doctor female, but I still don't think the Jodie era deserves even half the hate it gets and is easily the most underrated era of Doctor Who. And alas, in the conclusion of her regeneration story, The Power of the Doctor, which premiered over a year ago now in October 2022, she regenerated back into the 10th incarnation of the Doctor, the fan favourite, David Tennant, baby. And just like the Doctor, the viewers went, what? As Russell did the right thing, bring back the 10th Doctor and Donna Noble, and to have them reunite since their departure, and to also bring in lots of new to his 60th anniversary specials. So let's talk about the Star Beast first, the first of the specials, and what a superb part 1. This is technically an adaptation of an already existing Doctor Who story, but it outdoes that original source material, just in my personal opinion. It's is a dream come true to just to see the 10th Doctor and Donna reunite, and for him to see how happy she is in her new life since having her memory wiped by the Doctor in Journey's End. Still got her mother Sylvia, her grandfather Wilfred, and her husband and her daughter, and she's called Rose, which is just lovely. And Rose, I have to say, is a terrific new character, and I do love how when she first meets the Meep, the like a fluffy alien, she does show lots of compassion towards the Meep, and towards the end of this story, she's the reason that her mother gets to live and get her memories of the Doctor back without being harmed. Sylvia Donner's mother is the best she's ever been in Doctor Who, and she really goes mama bear to protect her daughter from the Doctor coming back into her daughter's life. And we're initially led to believe in this story that the insects like soldier aliens who are hunting down the Meep are the big threat. But it turns out Russell, with his smart writing, was deceiving us all this time, because the Meep is the true villain, and when the Meep goes evil, I mean, when me and my sister and her fiance first saw this, we did not see that coming. We jumped out of our skin to see such a fluffy, cuddly little beast to turn into a literal monstrous beast who wanted to destroy London. And then when the Doctor nearly loses a Donna, that was for a moment a real heartbreaking moment, but thankfully that was not Donna's death. I would have knocked off points at the 60th anniversary if they dared kill off Donna. Thankfully, both Donna and her daughter are technically part Time Lords, since Donna became the Doctor Donna. So they were able to work together to save the day. Oh, and that's a new character in the wheelchair who works for UNIT. So yeah, I hope she sticks around for series 14, because she rocks. And now on to part 2, Wild Blue Yonder, which in for me is the weakest of the 3 specials, but still a cracking episode, as Star Beast would be my second favourite. Spoiler alert for my ranking. We'll get to the best of these specials very soon, but as for Wild Blue Yonder, I mean, this is still a bonkers but intelligently written story, and one that does test your brain. And the opening with Sir Isaac Newton, that is the one light relief part of this story, so it's not all dark and gritty. But this is the first time we've seen the Doctor and Donna on an adventure out in space in the TARDIS since 15 years ago in series 4, and David Tennant and Catherine Tate's banter here is as entertaining as it was 15 years ago. Yeah, Tennant and Tate have not aged a day. Yeah, they have truly come back with a bang. Vast majority of this story, they need to carry it, because there are a lack of other characters in this story. Like, it's just one robot who occasionally works and stops work on this seemingly empty, huge ship, until things turn nasty when a alien who replicates the Doctor and Donna just with elongated arms does chase them around. And that's the suspenseful part. It does trick you into thinking who's the real Doctor and who's the real Donna. And the final moments when the ship is about to explode and the real Donna is trapped. Thankfully, the Doctor pushes the fake Donna out of the TARDIS and rescues the real Donna just in the nick of time. That was certainly a heart pounder. My only gripe with this story is that it certainly took its time, and to start with, it did feel like there was a lack of plot to it. But the best part of this story has to be that cliffhanger ending where we see Bernard Cribbins return one last time as Wilfred, Donna's lovable grandfather. Rest in peace, Bernard. And the credits do pay such a heartfelt tribute to him, and luckily he was able to film this scene, and then we see Earth just descended into chaos, which will lead into part 3. And as for part 3 and the finale, the giggle, I have to say, absolute masterpiece. Best of the 3 specials, no competition. Russell, you did it. I mean, this is one of the best Doctor Who stories in years. It had everything. Neil Patrick Harris as the Toy Maker being a classic Doctor Who villain who we have not seen since literally the William Hartnell days in the 60s. And Neil Patrick Harris is stellar as the Toy Maker. His acting will give you master vibes for sure, but you get the sense throughout this entire story that the Toy Maker is one of the Doctor's deadliest foes, so much so that the Doctor tells Donna to head back to the TARDIS the moment they encounter him, because he knows exactly what the Toy Maker is capable of. There are two references to Barbie, which is as you all know, practically my favourite movie in this story, so that added to my love of it that much more. The moment when the toy maker just infiltrates Unit Tower and the Spice Girls song plays "Star to the left, shake it to the right," and he's just taking out all the soldiers effortlessly. That scene made you go, "Holy fuck!" Is there any way they're going to beat this guy? And yeah, and especially when he shot the Doctor with the gigantic laser, and then the Doctor begins to regenerate, but uh, Russell T Davies cleverly invented this binary regeneration thing where we get the Nucci Gatwa Doctor, but the David Tennant Doctor gets to stay, we get a double Doctor in this story. I mean, that is pure heaven for a 60th anniversary special. And Nucci Gatwa being the other reference to Barbie, as he was, of course, one of the Kens, one of Ryan Gosling's Ken's buddies in that movie, and first impressions as the Doctor, he crushes it. And better still, Russell T Davies gave him a TARDIS of his own, so him and the David Tennant Doctor don't need to share. And the David Tennant Doctor does get some positive closure and a real happy ending when he gets to live with Donna and her family, which is what wonderful. He no longer needs to be alone, at least not his version of the Doctor. So overall, Russell T Davies, for the most part, nailed these 60th anniversary specials. I heard on social media not everybody has been pleased by them, to which I totally see where you're coming from. But I love that these specials didn't overly reference, the classic era or other Doctors, and most of the time felt standalone and like their own thing. I mean, this feels like what these specials are what Doctor Who needed to bring it back to when it was truly event TV. And boy, am I hungry for Series 14 after these three specials alone. Thank you, Russell. I give Doctor Who the Star Beast 5 stars out of 5. I give Wild Blue Yonder 4 stars out of 5. I give The Giggle 5 stars out of 5. Best 60th anniversary special ever. So yeah, I will see all you Whovians on Christmas Day, as Russell T Davies finally brought back the Christmas specials. First one since Twice Upon a Time in Christmas Day 2017. Well, I love you guys. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my 60th anniversary review. And what are your thoughts on the three specials and how would you rank them? Please comment and let me know. Please like this video and subscribe. Please follow on Twitter and on Instagram. And I'll see you all next time, where I can't wait to review Chicken Run Dawn of Nugget, which premieres on Netflix this coming Friday, as well as the long 5-year awaited DC sequel, Aquaman and the Lost Kingdom. And remember, movies are us. Bye, guys.